Phantomskin. In the bustling heart of London's East End, where the air hummed with the chatter of markets and the scent of street food mingled with ink and incense, Phantomskin lived a life etched in quiet precision. By day, he was the unassuming artist behind Phantom Ink, a tiny tattoo parlour tucked between a falafel stand and a vintage record shop. His needles danced over skin, creating designs that whispered secrets, tattoos that shimmered faintly under moonlight, binding memories or warding off forgotten fears. But beneath this rhythmic existence, a shadow loomed. Harlan Voss, a sleek gallery owner across the river, had been poaching Finn's clients with promises of authentic magical art, dismissing Finn's work as mere street scribbles. Whispers in the parlour spoke of Voss peddling counterfeits that twisted the magic, leaving wearers haunted by unintended curses. Finn ignored it at first, focusing on his canvas of flesh, but the theft of his signature phoenix design from a loyal patron gnawed at him like an itch he couldn't scratch. It was a rain-slicked Thursday evening when the disruption arrived like a thunderclap. Finn was closing up, wiping down his stations, when Alara Voss, Harlan's estranged sister and Finn's occasional confidant, burst through the door, her face pale as fresh parchment. "He's done it, Finn," she gasped, clutching a crumpled flyer. Harlan had unveiled a new exhibit, Phoenix Reborn, a blatant rip-off of Finn's enchanted tattoo, now inked on society darlings at exorbitant prices. But worse, the magic was warped. One client, a young musician named Theo, had come to Alara in agony, his tattoo pulsing with uncontrolled fire that scorched his dreams. The status quo shattered. Finn's art, his legacy, was being perverted. He had to choose, let Harlan's greed consume the craft, or step into the fray and reclaim what was his. With the weight of that choice settling like ink in his veins, Finn began his quiet rebellion the next dawn. He reached out to his network of fellow artists, old mates like Raj, the henna mystic from Brixton, and Lena, the piercer with a knack for runes, gathering sketches and stories of Harlan's deceptions. In his dimly lit parlour, under the glow of a single bulb, Finn experimented with a new tattoo on his own arm, a coiling serpent that would track the flow of stolen magic. He inked it with deliberate strokes, murmuring incantations passed down from his grandmother, a wanderer from the Caribbean shores. This was no rash act. It was the first deliberate mark toward justice, a step that bound him to the path of retribution, his heart steady as the buzz of his machine. But the path twisted sooner than expected. As Finn trailed the serpent's subtle pull to Harlan's gallery opening, unforeseen barriers rose like thorns. Security thug Marcus Black, a hulking figure with tattoos that seemed to writhe on command, blocked his entry, recognising Finn from a prior scuffle. Inside, whispers revealed Harlan had allied with a shadowy collector, Lady Isolde, whose fortune brought silence from the magical underbelly. Finn's probe faltered when his serpent tattoo flared painfully, alerting nearby wards Adersteiniges. Harlan's counterfeits had laced the air with disruptive spells. Bruised in resolve, if not in body, Finn retreated to his parlour, questioning the cost. Had he underestimated the web? Yet the fire in his chest burned brighter, testing his unyielding spirit against the chill of doubt. Deep into the night, as Finn pored over ancient tomes borrowed from Raj, the midpoint revelation struck like lightning on water. Talara returned, her eyes hollow, bearing a faded photograph. Harlan, not as the opportunist Finn knew, but as a boy beside Finn's grandmother, her apprentice in the old ways. Harlan was family, distant kin, trained in the same magical inks, but cast out for his ruthless experiments. The twist unravelled everything. The theft wasn't mere greed, but a brother's grudge, seeking to eclipse the lineage he felt denied. Finn's world tilted. Revenge now carried the sting of betrayal, shifting the pursuit from righteous anger to a deeper reckoning with blood and ink intertwined. The direction veered. Could he avenge without destroying his own roots? The challenges mounted like storm clouds over the Thames, pushing Finn to the brink. Harlan, sensing the pursuit, unleashed a barrage. Counterfeit tattoos flooded the streets, twisting wearers into unwitting spies that harried Finn at every turn. Theo, the afflicted musician turned antagonist under the spell's sway, confront Finn in a shadowed alley with accusations laced in enchanted venom. Lady Isolde's influence choked supply lines, leaving Finn's inks to dry up, his hands trembling as he fought to maintain his craft. Allies wavered, Lena vanished after a raid, and Raj urged caution, but Finn pressed on, inking protective sigils on himself and Alara, his limits stretched thin as the needle's edge. Exhaustion clawed at him, yet in the crucible, his resolve forged sharper, a blade ready for the final stroke. At the gallery's grand vernissage, under chandeliers that dripped like molten gold, the climax erupted in a symphony of ink and fury. Finn infiltrated the heart of Harlan's domain, the serpent tattoo guiding him to the vault, where the corrupted phoenix masterwork pulsed with stolen life. Harlan emerged, smug in his tailored suit, flanked by Marcus and his oldest guards, his own arm bearing a twisted version of the family crest. "You always were the favourite," Harlan sneered, unleashing a torrent of warped magic that clashed against Finn's wards in bursts of ethereal fire. Fists flew, spells collided, Finn's needle became a weapon, etching reversal runes into the air itself. In the chaos, brother faced brother, the air thick with accusations and the raw ache of fractured bonds, until Finn's final tattoo, a binding vine, wrapped Harlan's power, forcing the truth, redemption or ruin. Inked in the moment of confrontation, as the gallery fell silent, the magic dissipating like smoke from a spent cigar, Finn stood amid the remnants, Harlan subdued and the counterfeits crumbling to dust. No easy victory. The confrontation had scarred them both, revealing the fragility of their shared heritage. With Ilara's help, Finn dismantled the exhibit, restoring afflicted skins and mending the rift with a tentative pact. Harlan, humbled, vowed to atone through honest craft. Back in his parlour, Finn reflected under the morning light, his own tattoos a map of the journey. Wounds healed, but wisdom etched deep. He had reclaimed not just his art, but a fuller sense of self, understanding that revenge, like ink, fades if put balanced with grace. The East End buzzed on, and Finn's needle hummed anew, weaving stories of resilience into every line.